Imagine a land so vast that it spans 11 time zones, a land where snow-capped mountains meet endless forests, and where history whispers through the walls of ancient palaces. This is Russia, a nation that has shaped the world with its rich culture, dramatic history, and unparalleled beauty. From the grandeur of Moscow's Red Square to the frozen wonders of Siberia, join us on an unforgettable journey through the heart of Russia. This is not just a documentary. This is a love letter to a nation that has inspired the world. The story of Russia begins over 1,000 years ago, with the rise of the Kievan Rus. This federation of Slavic tribes laid the foundation for what would become one of the world's most powerful nations. The Kievan Rus, with its capital in Kiev, was a center of trade, culture, and religion. It was here that Orthodox Christianity took root, shaping Russia's spiritual and cultural identity for centuries to come. But the Kievan Rus was not destined to last. In the 13th century, the Mongol invasion swept across the land, bringing destruction and subjugation. For over 2 centuries, Russia lived under the Mongol yoke, a period known as the Tatar-Mongol yoke. Yet, even in the face of adversity, the Russian spirit endured. By the 15th century, Moscow had emerged as the new center of power. Under the leadership of Ivan III, also known as Ivan the Great, Russia began to throw off the Mongol rule and unite its lands. Ivan's marriage to Sophia Paleologina, the niece of the last Byzantine emperor, brought a sense of imperial grandeur to Moscow. It was during this time that the Kremlin, the iconic symbol of Russian power, began to take shape. The 16th and 17th centuries marked the rise of the tsars, the autocratic rulers who would shape Russia's destiny. Ivan IV, known as Ivan the Terrible, was the first to be crowned Tsar of all Russia. His reign was a mix of triumph and terror. On one hand, he expanded Russia's borders and established a centralized state. On the other hand, his paranoia and cruelty led to the infamous Oprichnina, a period of political repression and mass executions. The Romanov dynasty, which began in 1613, would rule Russia for over 300 years. Under the Romanovs, Russia grew into a vast empire, stretching from Europe to the Pacific. Peter the Great, one of Russia's most famous tsars, transformed the nation into a modern European power. He founded St. Petersburg, the window to the West, and introduced sweeping reforms in government, military, and culture. Catherine the Great, another legendary ruler, continued Peter's legacy. Her reign saw the expansion of Russia's borders, the flourishing of arts and education, and the establishment of Russia as a major European power. Yet, beneath the surface of this imperial grandeur, the seeds of revolution were being sown. The early 20th century brought dramatic changes to Russia. The Russian Revolution of 1917 marked the end of the Romanov dynasty and the rise of the Soviet Union. The revolution was fueled by widespread discontent with the autocratic rule of Tsar Nicholas II, the hardships of World War I, and the growing influence of revolutionary ideas. The Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power and established the world's first communist state. The Soviet Union, as it came to be known, was a bold experiment in socialism. It sought to create a classless society, where wealth and power were shared by all. Yet, the reality was often far from the ideal. Under Joseph Stalin, the Soviet Union became a superpower, but at a great cost. Stalin's policies of industrialization and collectivization led to rapid economic growth, but also to widespread suffering. The Great Purge of the 1930s saw millions of people arrested, exiled, or executed. Yet, despite these hardships, the Soviet Union emerged victorious in World War II, playing a decisive role in the defeat of Nazi Germany. The post-war years saw the Soviet Union become a global superpower, locked in a Cold War with the United States. The space race, the arms race, and the ideological struggle between communism and capitalism defined this era. Yet, by the 1980s, the Soviet Union was facing internal challenges. Economic stagnation, political corruption, and growing dissent led to the eventual collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Today, Russia is a nation that embraces both its past and its future. From its thriving tech industry to its commitment to space exploration, Russia continues to make its mark on the world. Did you know that Russia was the first country to send a human into space? Yuri Gagarin's historic flight in 1961 was a testament to Russia's ambition and innovation. And today, Russia remains a leader in space exploration, with plans to send missions to the moon and beyond. But Russia's greatest strength lies in its people. From the bustling streets of Moscow to the quiet villages of the countryside, Russians are known for their resilience, creativity, and warmth. And that's the story of Russia, a nation that has inspired the world with its history, culture, and spirit. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Join us in the next video as we explore another incredible destination. Until then, thank you for watching, and remember, the world is full of stories waiting to be discovered.